Hey, sophomores, it's good to see you. Mr. Wood, I'm going to go over our lesson for Wednesday and Thursday for world history. That's May 6th and May 7th. So basically today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be answering our first objective for our chapter, which is going to be a CEE paragraph, and this will be part of our causation standard. So our question is, explain what were the effects of Spanish conquest on indigenous people in the Americas from 1450 to 1750. Now let me go over what we've been working on and what our plan is and what you'll need to turn in by Thursday. Number one, your note packet for your videos and readings for part one of colonialism and slavery should be complete. If you're wondering where you find those are on the website. And if you look there for colonialism and slavery, our packet is right here. You open that, you make your own copy. If you need more directions, go to this video and watch it, and make sure your notes are done. Most of you, those are done already, and that is awesome. And that is just part one. Next, what you have to do is the Flipgrid question. And yes, this is going to count for part of your standard. I'm going to show you that on the rubric in just a minute. The Flipgrid question, if you're wondering where I find that, if you haven't done it yet, is also on the web page. And the Flipgrid question is right here where it says, here's the Flipgrid question for your question on effects of colonialism on indigenous people. You click there, and it takes you to Flipgrid, and you will be able to answer your question on the effects of colonialism. And our question is, what do you think were the biggest effects of colonialism on indigenous people? Your page looks just like this. You log in. And just take a second here. I'm sure it'll get there. All right. And you can click on the big green button. You can watch your classmates who've already made videos for it. And if you're someone who's a little self-conscious, maybe you don't want to make a video, you can send me an email for that. But that is an assignment, and it is going to be graded as part of the standard. So if you don't do it, you'll probably see your grade go down one. So instead of a 4.0, you'll get a 3.5. If you choose to do it, you'll get 2 more points, which will help you get a better grade. So it makes sense to do that. All right. And we also had the graphic organizer, which was due. And your graphic organizer will also count as part of the standards. It's actually how I'm going to grade the notes this time, since you're not going to turn your note packet in until the end. So let me show you where you can find that. To do your graphic organizer, you again go to the web page and you find your class period. And I made a group shared document for everybody. And what you'll do is you'll find your name, and we're answering question number 1. So you find your name and you go to question number 1, which is explain what were the effects of Spanish conquest on indigenous people in the Americas in the early modern era. You put your claim, your evidence, and explanation, just like we've done many times this year. And I'm going to use the same rubric we've used before. So make it a good, strong claim, good textual evidence from your videos and your readings, and an explanation. This should definitely make connections to other part of history that we have learned and explain why your evidence is important. Okay, and you can use everything we've used for this rubric, which we've gone over many times together. And if you're confused about that rubric, it's okay because I linked it on the website as well. Here's our rubric we made for the CEEs. If I went to that, I could open it, and I can see how Mr. Wood is going to grade your claim, evidence, explanation. So instead of writing a larger paper, what I decided to do was just to break this up and to do a bit of reading, videos, and then write 1 paragraph. And that is what you will have to do for this. All right, let's get back to next. Your typed paragraph is going to be due on Thursday at 11:59. Now in the last video I said Wednesday. I'm giving you 1 more day. So by Thursday at 11:59, you need to turn your typed paragraph in to turnitin.com. And here in the bottom, I have, oh, did I make 2 of these? I'll have to get rid of one of them. put it for part 1, effects on colonialism. So go ahead and turn it into part 1, effects on colonialism, right there. Turn it in and I will be able to grade it. So before I leave you guys, I want to show you how this is going to be graded. And this rubric is also on the website. I attached it on our newest one, and I just put here's the grading rubric I'll be using to grade your work. All right, so how does that work here? Here's our standard. This time making it worth only 22 points. You need to get 19 to 22 to get a 4.0, 16 to 18.5 to get a 3.5, and 13 to 15.5 to get a 3.0. Now, as a lot of people noticed last time, we don't do Flipgrid. The score you'll get here is a 0. If you do it and do it well, you're going to get 2. If you do your graphic organizer and you do it well, you're going to get 2. That's 4 points right there. You'd only need to get a 9 out of 18 on your actual written assessment to pass if you do those 2. If you don't do these, you have to get a 13 to get a 3.0. You can't get a 4.0, and the highest grade you can get is a 3.5 if you don't do these. So do your Flipgrid and fill out your graphic organizer. It's your homework. So things haven't really changed. You do have to do your homework. It's part of school. All right. So I changed the rubrics a tiny bit. Last time I made explanation worth 8 points, and I thought that was a bit high. So I'm putting explanation worth 4. So your written paragraph's 18. 4 for your claim, 8 for your evidence, 4 for explanation, and 2 for your grammar and readability. And I'll again be putting your strongest parts and your weakest parts. I'm not going to make you grade yours or grade anybody else's this time. You may read someone else's if you want. I still encourage you to share with each other and read each other's. And this is a great opportunity for you to increase your grade. So do a good job on this one. And I will be grading it. It is due on Thursday. To make sure you turn it in to turnitin.com by then. And on Friday, we'll have a new video and we'll be working on part 2 of our notes. All right, that is all for now. If you have any questions, if you need anything, if you need some support or anything from the school, please email us and let us know. But until then, I'll see you guys. I hope you have a good day and hope you and your families are doing well.